Romeo has his Juliet. The Statue of Liberty has her torch to bear. And Fanny Hill has her ups and downs. But only GCN has its very own and very special Sybil Ophthalmia Brunchin.
Welcome to another thrill-packed episode of Sybil Ophthalmia Brunchin. I have to say, I shall endeavor to undeceive you at home. We shall not deceive... Strike that from the tape. We shall not endeavor to deceive you. What's wrong? Can you hear me or not, Michael? Why are you gesturing? You're fiddling with your fingers. I know you're of American Indian parentage, but really sign language falls flat with me, darling. I'll stand closer to the mic. Will this make you happier, Keith? Luke, are you happy? Michael, Julie, why shouldn't you be happy? You're eternally young, like a vampire. I always want my crew to smile while I'm doing a program. It's so very difficult to do a program with a hostile crew. Hostile. I don't know why you're hostile. You're paid $15 a month. God knows that's 50 times more than you're worth. Now, here we are. Julie, your beauty is a gift from someone very important. But I know a friend of mine who lived in Germany and then the jungles of Argentina. He's taken up plastic surgery with no prior training. He could so deftly take away what the blessed Savior has given you. Using just a fruit peeler. I am Sybil Ophthalmia Brunchin. And we are in the final week of a wonderful recipe. What a joy this programming has been. Now, I start to say that we shall undeceive my home audience. No, in fact, we have not taped these shows over 3 weeks' time. We have taped them all in one night. And I have to tell you that for two reasons. First of all, because we're probably going to get letters about, Sybil, your outfits look the same. Of course, they can't remember what color I wore. Everything's a tank top to them. Especially at the Sheridan Square set. You know, a tank top is a tank top is a tank top. Gertrude Stein said that, didn't she? Or was it Gertrude Lawrence? And so we will not deceive you now. This is the third show tonight on February 24th, and our next taping date is March 24th at the Vital Arts Center. And the Vital Arts Center has been so very wonderful to us. It's at 78 Fifth Avenue. And I want to tell you that this is the same audience we've had for the last two shows. And the reason I want to tell you that is because they've been an extraordinary audience, and you deserve a hand. And speaking of a good clap, I want to introduce my guest star, who has clap going wherever he goes. Joseph Fiani, please come out here. Joseph Fiani. Darling. Lovely. One earring, it's so Pirates of Penzance, or Pirate of Pansy, as the case may be. All right, now. How much time do we have in our opening segment? Lou, we are at your mercy. We are here at your convenience. Let's all say that together. Convenience. Convenience. That's French for bathroom. Oh, Marcy's inconvenienced right now, you see? When your mother says, Gerald, answer the phone, I'm in the toilet, you could say, Mummy is inconvenienced right now. All right, we'll cut away for a commercial. Is this our monster commercial? Darlings, the monster, the monster. Joseph and I go there all the time to cry into our beer. Yes, lovely. Godzilla, projectile vomiting all over my makeup job. The Monster is on Waverly Place. Is it on Waverly Place? Where is the Monster? It's Grove. Well, I was right. It's Grove and Christopher and Waverly and all that lovely area. Don't shake your head. It is. It's in Sheridan Square. I'm there all the time. Whipped cream on my skirt. Darlings, we'll be right back after this word from that lovely hangout, the Monster. Toodaloo. Hi, we're back. Some of you never left us. All right, Joseph.
Sybil, darling, now we're going to attempt to finish this cake, if you would please let us. a chocolate, right?
I buy all my utensils at the Torquemada Inquisition School. I wonder what Torquemada applied this to. All right, darling, let's go on with our recipe.
You should know, darling.
Oh, my. You and I are going to do a play together, Sweeney Todd. Only, I'm going to play Sweeney, and you're going to play the lady who takes a ride into the oven. All right, let's go on, darling.
We're going to garnish the cake now with some chocolate shavings. For those people at home, you can use it's a bar of chocolate, Sybil.
Really? Well, I'm glad I'm wearing a pair of Playtex living gloves for this. Where'd you find this, on the sidewalk? I know you have a Great Dane, but my God, bring this into the studio, darling.
Actually, darling, if you notice the shape of this, it's in the shape of one of your frozen TV dinners.
Ooh, the John Waters School of Cuisine.
Okay, now if you would be so kind as to take your vegetable peeler. Mm-hmm.
Will you be my vegetable?
I don't see why you're laughing. That wasn't funny. I thought you were having him put to death.
What does he have in common with the Duvaliers and the Marcoses? Think about it. All right, let's go. You see, this show will be on late in March. By that time, both the Duvaliers and the Marcoses could be dead.
Money. That's what we have on.
All right.
Okay, we're going to make shavings.
Shavings.
Yes,
Shavings.
yes.
Lovely.
You know what you do to your chin at night before you go to bed? You shave it, darling.
Please, please. All right,
Yes,
lovely.
yes, we're shaving it, okay? Of course, I've already had-
Pre-shaved.
Pre-shaved.
Lovely.
Lovely, lovely, lovely.
Lovely.
Okay.
Now I know what your home looks like. You live in a studio. You must have a staff of 15 to clean up after you.
20.
Lovely. That's
Where's
the
water?
finished
They
cake.
took the water away. No, actually, the
Who
cake.
took a glass of
actually,
water?
actually, the cake needs to be finished a little more. You know, we had to make a little rosettes, but I believe your staff was a little energetic this evening, and they washed all the whipped cream. But anyway, normally
washed the whipped cream. Who did that? Thank
good.
you.
Now that he's quiet, he's quiet.
I see. Gene, Alex, thank you for destroying the rest of the props.
No, that's
you
my
washed the
staff.
whipped cream. All right, let's go.
Okay, we would make rosettes around the end with the pastry bag. You remember the pastry bag,
Right.
And
Perhaps
then-
we could fashion them with something else, or... No, wait a minute. You mean we have nothing here to decorate
don't
our
have-
cake?
we don't have any
Well,
cream.
then, here's Gumby. Look, Gumby. Yes. There we go. Gumby's happy.
You might want to put a little flowers on the base here, you know, for a little...
good use for the mongrel bouquet. All right. And Godzilla seems to be doing something lovely there.
Yes.
All right. What else do we have to do with these cakes? Oh, we have to do the cherries, of course.
The cherries,
Festival of
now
cherries.
the cherries, of course, you know, the maraschino cherries.
Yes, it's too difficult to do that. Let's just make it brief, darling. All right, we take maraschino cherries and we put them in the right
normally
places.
take rosettes.
Yes,
of
there we
whipped cream.
go. Bonkers Gumby. Gumby goes May West. Well, lovely. Go ahead, darling. Finish yours. Wonderful. And you put the cherries. Wonderful. And of course, we do a backdrop on the cake, which is Festival of Chocolates. All right, now, how much time do we have left? A minute.
A minute.
Well, darlings,
Anyway.
we shall not endeavor.
The backdrop, Sybil, you're not very well.
And we shall not endeavor to deceive you again. In fact, like all recipe shows, we did not leave anything to chance. No. We would never leave anything to chance. So we have prepared the finished product, the finished cake ahead of time.
With Sybil,
which
you
looks-
can't leave anything to chance.
Yes, which looks only slightly better than this. Josephiani's. Presenting. You want me to tip it up? You want me to tip it up? Do you want me to lean it to the camera? Alex, you're his best friend. Do you really want me to do that? Oh, you wouldn't really want me to do that. No, can you see it just fine? And this is the Schwarzerschwalder, Kirschewasser, Eva Braun, Hermann Göring, Albert Speer cake, lovely. An architectural marvel, like everything Albert Speer did. Now, darlings, we're going to cut away for a commercial. Who's our sponsor this week? Betty Crocker, lovely. All right, let's cut the cake for them, shall we?
Shall we? Simple knife.
Yes. Why do you look like Medea when you're doing that? Zoe Caldwell, Medea, Jason, I kill your children. Lovely, isn't this beautiful? Joseph served my cake at the area party. It was wonderful, wasn't it? Now we taste the cake. This is what we're supposed to do on these programs, just like the Galloping Gourmet. Oh, Joseph, you're not a tiresome old religious fanatic like that awful Australian person, are you? What was his name, the Galloping Gourmet?
I have no
Graham Cracker? What was his name? Graham Kerr. Deborah's son? All right, let's see. Lovely, lovely. It's divine. I'm teasing. You see how believable I am? They literally went green. This man over here, his face is green. Darling, I was joking. Do you have sympathetic vomiting pains when you see someone throw up? You're like, oh, that's terrible. I think it's awful when people tease you about that sort of thing. Look, he's going green again. Lovely shade of chartreuse. Divine. But you were such a rotten audience, you don't get a piece. So, Joseph, let's go off. No. Let's cut some pieces for our audience. That's the cake. What can we say? It was brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. It is the most brilliant thing. I thought that it would taste like, Duncan Hines at its best, but no, this is truly brilliant.
What would Sybil know? Duncan Hines?